Welcome to America. We're embarking on a breathtaking journey across America, from the southern tip of Florida to the snow-capped peaks of Alaska. These aren't just places on a map. They're vivid stories of nature, culture, and the human spirit. Have you ever wondered what makes a place unforgettable? Is it the glorious sunsets of Key West, the towering red rocks of Monument Valley, or the twinkling lights of Times Square? Maybe it's the rich flavors of Atlanta's southern soul, or the icy stillness of the Alaskan wilderness. Each stop on this tour is a window into a different side of America. Its heart, its history, and its hope. So here's a question for you. Which destination are you most drawn to? And why? Leave your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your travel dreams. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you're eager to start your own adventure, check out the links in the description for cheap flights and cozy accommodations. Make that dream a real-life postcard. Now, let's explore some of America's most amazing places. Key West, Florida. Our journey begins at the southernmost point of the continental United States, Key West, Florida. Situated just 90 miles from Cuba, this tropical paradise marks the end of the famous Overseas Highway, a 113-mile road that hopscotches across 42 bridges and numerous islands of the Florida Keys. Key West's geographical position has shaped its unique identity. This 4-mile-long by 1-mile-wide island sits at the confluence of the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico, creating a microclimate that supports its lush tropical vegetation and vibrant marine ecosystem. The surrounding coral reef, the third largest in the world, protects the island while providing a home to an astonishing diversity of sea life. The cultural fabric of Key West is as colorful as its famous sunset celebrations. Originally named Cayo Hueso, or Bone Island, by Spanish explorers who found indigenous remains upon arrival, Key West has been shaped by waves of immigration and influence. From the Bahamian and Cuban communities that brought vibrant cuisine and architecture to the bohemian artists and writers like Ernest Hemingway, who found inspiration in its laid-back atmosphere, Key West embodies a unique blend of Caribbean and American cultures. When visiting Key West, don't miss the Ernest Hemingway Home and Museum, where the famous author lived and wrote for over a decade. His six-toed cats, descendants of his original pets, still roam the property. Mallory Square offers the island's famous sunset celebration, where street performers, artists, and food vendors create a nightly festival as the sun sinks into the Gulf. For marine enthusiasts, the coral reefs provide world-class snorkeling and diving opportunities, while the Key West Butterfly and Nature Conservatory offers a more serene natural experience. Key West offers a perfect blend of tropical beauty, fascinating history, and cultural richness. This southernmost paradise combines Cuban and Bahamian influences with American character, creating a destination that feels worlds away while remaining distinctly American. Whether you're seeking adventure on the reef, literary history, or simply the perfect sunset view with a slice of key lime pie, this island jewel delivers unforgettable experiences. Monument Valley. From coastal paradise, we journey inland to one of America's most iconic landscapes, Monument Valley. Straddling the border between Arizona and Utah within the Navajo Nation, this sacred land presents an otherworldly panorama that has defined the American West in our collective imagination. Monument Valley showcases nature's sculptural genius. Rising dramatically from the desert floor, the massive sandstone buttes, some towering 1,000 feet high, are remnants of ancient sedimentary rock layers. Carved by millions of years of erosion, these monolithic formations reveal bands of rich red, orange, and purple, a geological timeline visible to the naked eye. The valley sits at an elevation of around 5,500 feet, creating dramatic lighting conditions that transform the landscape throughout the day. The cultural significance of Monument Valley cannot be overstated. For the Navajo, Diné people, who call this region Tsebi Nzisgai, meaning Valley of the Rocks, this is sacred ancestral land. Their deep spiritual connection to this place spans countless generations, with the towering formations featuring prominently in Navajo stories and ceremonies. The valley remains part of the Navajo Nation, and visiting here offers insight into Native American heritage that predates European contact by thousands of years. Monument Valley gained worldwide recognition through Hollywood westerns, particularly John Ford's films starring John Wayne. The 17-mile scenic drive takes visitors through the valley's most famous vistas, including the Mittens, Three Sisters, John Ford's Point, and Totem Pole. Monument Valley presents an awe-inspiring convergence of natural grandeur and cultural significance. Its iconic red buttes and mesas represent not just geological wonders, but sacred spaces within Native American tradition. A visit here transcends typical sightseeing. It's an opportunity to witness living heritage within one of America's most photographed landscapes. Whether viewed at sunrise, sunset, or under a blanket of stars, Monument Valley's beauty etches itself permanently into the memory of all who visit. Portland, Oregon. Traveling northwest, we arrive in Portland, Oregon. The City of Roses, nestled between the Columbia and Willamette rivers, surrounded by lush forests, with Mount Hood's majestic peak visible on clear days, Portland demonstrates how a major urban center can maintain harmony with the natural world. Portland enjoys a privileged position in the fertile Willamette Valley, with the Cascade Range to the east and the Coast Range to the west. This location blesses the city with a temperate climate that supports its famous gardens and urban canopy. The two rivers that embrace the city have shaped both its physical development and economic history, while the nearby Columbia River Gorge offers spectacular waterfalls and hiking just minutes from downtown. Portland's cultural identity emerges from a fascinating historical trajectory. Originally inhabited by indigenous Chinook peoples, the area was settled by pioneers traveling the Oregon Trail in the 1840s. The city was officially founded in 1851 when two settlers, one from Boston and one from Portland, Maine, tossed a coin to determine which hometown would lend its name to the new settlement. Throughout its development, Portland has maintained a spirit of independence and innovation, from its early days as a rough-and-tumble port city to its modern incarnation as a haven for creatives, sustainability pioneers, and food enthusiasts. When exploring Portland, start with Washington Park, home to the International Rose Test Garden with over 10,000 rose bushes and the authentic Japanese garden. Powell's City of Books, occupying an entire city block, is a literary landmark housing over 1 million new and used books. The city's distinct neighborhoods each offer unique experiences, from the Pearl District's transformed warehouses to quirky Mississippi Avenue. Don't miss Portland's food scene, with over 500 food carts organized in pods throughout the city, farm-to-table restaurants, and renowned craft breweries and coffee roasters. Portland embodies a uniquely American blend of urban sophistication and natural connection. Its commitment to sustainability, thriving creative culture, and proximity to wilderness make it a city where you can hike a forest trail in the morning and enjoy world-class dining by evening. Portland's unofficial motto, "Keep Portland Weird," speaks to its embrace of individuality and innovation, creating a destination that feels simultaneously familiar and surprising at every turn. Times Square, New York City. From the laid-back West Coast, we journey to the pulsating heart of America's most iconic metropolis, Times Square, New York City. This legendary intersection represents the ultimate urban experience, where approximately 330,000 people pass through daily, making it one of the world's busiest pedestrian areas. Times Square sits at the junction of Broadway and 7th Avenue, stretching from West 42nd to West 47th Streets in Midtown Manhattan. This location placed it at the center of New York's theater district development and later made it a natural hub for media, entertainment, and commerce. The density of the surrounding urban environment creates a canyon-like effect that amplifies the square's electric atmosphere. The cultural evolution of Times Square tells a quintessentially American story of reinvention. Originally known as Longacre Square, it was renamed in 1904 when the New York Times moved its headquarters to the newly built Times Tower. The newspaper celebrated with New Year's Eve fireworks, beginning a tradition that now draws over 1 million revelers annually for the famous ball drop. throughout the 20th century, Times Square experienced dramatic transformations. From the glamorous theater district of the 1920s to the gritty, crime-ridden area of the 1970s, and finally to its current incarnation as a family-friendly tourist destination following major redevelopment in the 1990s. A visit to Times Square offers numerous iconic experiences. Take in a Broadway show at one of the 41 professional theaters in the surrounding blocks. Visit TKTS for same-day discounted tickets to performances. Explore the unique attractions like Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, Ripley's Believe It or Not, or the National Geographic Encounter. For shopping enthusiasts, flagship stores like M&M's World and the Disney Store offer experiences beyond mere retail. And of course, simply standing amid the massive digital billboards as they illuminate the night is an unforgettable sensory experience. Times Square embodies America's urban energy and continual reinvention. As the crossroads of the world, Itautaidiuk offers visitors a concentrated dose of New York's legendary vitality. Though locals may avoid its crowds, experiencing Times Square is essential for understanding America's cultural landscape and commercial imagination. Whether you're witnessing the New Year's Eve celebration or simply absorbing the electric atmosphere on an ordinary evening, Times Square delivers an intensity that represents urban America at its most vibrant. Atlanta, Georgia. Our journey continues to Atlanta, Georgia, a modern metropolis with deep historical roots and the unofficial capital of the American South. This dynamic city combines Southern charm with global ambitions, creating a unique blend of tradition and innovation. Atlanta occupies a strategic position in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. Built on a ridge south of the Chattahoochee River, the city's rolling topography has influenced its development, creating distinct neighborhoods across its many hills. Despite being a major urban center, Atlanta maintains remarkable tree coverage. Approximately 48% of the city remains under canopy, earning it the nickname the City in a Forest. Atlanta's history reflects America's complex story of struggle and progress. Founded in 1837 as the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, the city was nearly completely destroyed during the Civil War, only to rise again, a resilience, reflected in its symbol of the phoenix and motto, "Resurgence, Rising Again." During the 20th century, Atlanta established itself as the birthplace and spiritual home of the civil rights movement, with native son Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. leading transformative change from his pulpit at Ebenezer Baptist Church. Today's Atlanta stands as a center of African American culture, education, and economic power. When exploring Atlanta, start with the King Historic District, including Dr. King's childhood home and the powerful Center for Civil and Human Rights, the Georgia Aquarium, one of the world's largest, and the fascinating world of Coca-Cola showcase the city's blend of entertainment and corporate influence. For outdoor enthusiasts, the Atlanta Beltline transforms former railway corridors into trails connecting diverse neighborhoods. Culinary explorers will discover innovative interpretations of Southern classics alongside international cuisine, reflecting the city's diverse population. Atlanta represents the New South, honoring its complex history while embracing future possibilities. As both the birthplace of civil rights icons and home to global corporations like Coca-Cola and CNN, the city demonstrates how America continues to evolve through adversity, Whether exploring its profound historical sites, enjoying its renowned restaurants, or simply appreciating its surprising greenery, visitors discover a southern city that defies stereotypes while maintaining its distinctive regional character. Alaska. Our journey now takes us to America's last frontier, Alaska. Vast, wild, and breathtakingly beautiful, this northernmost state encompasses more wilderness than the entire continental United States combined, offering experiences that exist nowhere else in the country. Alaska's scale is difficult to comprehend. It's more than twice the size of Texas, with a coastline longer than all other U.S. states combined. This massive territory encompasses diverse landscapes: the temperate rainforests of the southeast, the massive glaciers of the south-central region, the remote Arctic tundra of the north, and the volcanic Aleutian Islands stretching toward Asia. With 17 of America's 20 highest peaks, including Denali, formerly Matet-McKinley, at 20,010 feet, Alaska's topography is as dramatic as it is diverse. Alaska's cultural heritage spans thousands of years of indigenous traditions, followed by Russian colonization and eventual American purchase in 1867 for $7.2 million, often called Seward's Folly, until gold was discovered decades later. Today, Alaska's culture remains deeply connected to the land, with many communities maintaining subsistence lifestyles alongside modern amenities. Native Alaskan traditions remain vibrant through art, dance, and cultural practices of groups including Inupiat, Yupik, Aleut, Athabaskan, Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian peoples. For visitors, Alaska offers unparalleled natural experiences. Denali National Park provides opportunities to witness grizzly bears, wolves, moose, and caribou against spectacular mountain backdrops. Glacier Bay and Kenai Fjords. National parks showcase tidewater glaciers, calving massive ice chunks into the sea. The Inside Passage, typically explored by cruise ship, reveals a maze of islands and channels teeming with whales, sea lions, and eagles. For the truly adventurous, remote destinations like Katmai National Park offer opportunities to safely observe brown bears fishing for salmon. Alaska represents America's enduring wilderness and frontier spirit. This immense landscape challenges our sense of scale and reminds us of nature's raw power and beauty. Whether witnessing the midnight sun of summer or the dancing northern lights of winter, Alaska offers experiences that feel increasingly rare in our connected world. A visit here isn't merely tourism. It's an opportunity to reconnect with something primal and awe-inspiring in an increasingly developed world. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Our final destination brings us to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a city that exemplifies American reinvention. Once known primarily for steel production and industrial might, today's Pittsburgh showcases how a post-industrial city can transform itself while honoring its working-class roots. Pittsburgh occupies one of America's most dramatic urban settings. Built at the confluence of three rivers, the Allegheny and Monongahela, joining to form the Ohio, the city center occupies a triangular point known as the Golden Triangle. Surrounding this core, neighborhoods climb steep hills and fill river valleys, creating distinctive communities separated by topography. This river setting necessitated the construction of 446 bridges, more than Venice, Italy, earning Pittsburgh the nickname City of Bridges. Pittsburgh's history reflects America's industrial evolution. Founded as a frontier fort in 1758, the city's access to coal, rivers, and railway connections positioned it perfectly for industrial growth. By the late 19th century, Andrew Carnegie's steel mills and other industries created unprecedented wealth, alongside difficult working conditions that spurred the labor movement. Following the decline of American manufacturing in the 1970s and 80s, Pittsburgh faced severe economic challenges, but reinvented itself around education, healthcare, technology, and the arts. A transformation often cited as a model for post-industrial cities worldwide. Today's visitors discover a city that honors its industrial heritage while embracing innovation. The Strip District combines historic markets with trendy eateries in former warehouses. The Cultural District features world-class performing arts venues within walking distance of downtown. The North Shore offers sports venues for the beloved Steelers and Pirates, alongside the Andy Warhol Museum celebrating the city's native artist. For panoramic views of this dramatic cityscape, ride the historic Duquesne Incline up Mount Washington, one of few remaining funicular railways in the country. Pittsburgh demonstrates America's capacity for resilience and reinvention. This former industrial powerhouse has transformed itself while maintaining authentic character and working-class values. The city offers visitors a uniquely American experience, where industrial heritage meets innovation, where renowned universities share neighborhoods with family-owned ethnic eateries, and where natural beauty intertwines with urban development. Pittsburgh's story reminds us that American cities, like the country itself, continuously evolve while maintaining connections to their founding identity. As our journey across these 7 American wonders concludes, I hope you've glimpsed the extraordinary diversity this country offers. From Key West's tropical shores to Alaska's pristine wilderness, from Monument Valley's sacred spaces to Times Square's urban energy, America contains multitudes. What these destinations teach us extends beyond travel. They remind us that transformation is possible anywhere, whether in Pittsburgh's industrial rebirth or Portland's sustainable innovation. They show us that history shapes our present but doesn't dictate our future. And they demonstrate how natural beauty and human creativity can exist in harmony when we approach both with respect. So what destination spoke to you today? Which landscape or cityscape ignited your imagination? I'd love to hear in the comments which of these American wonders you're most excited to explore and why. We wish you safe travels, unforgettable experiences, and the joy of discovery wherever your journey takes you. If you enjoyed today's tour, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our weekly explorations of extraordinary destinations around the globe. Until next time.